NFL 22. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Vikings and the Falcons on Monday night.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD matchup. They're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Their tight ends a little bit more. The big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain an advantage that way.
Into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Bishop. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. One of the columnists write, possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave what the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Alvarado. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And just a yard to go here on second down. He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Howard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. He'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Second down and 4. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Alvarado. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But the NFL is awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
They'll run on first down. Faulkner. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw. He finds Reddick, complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down. Faulkner. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. The completion to Riddick. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Bishop.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the Falcons score to cap it off.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run on 1st down. Faulkner. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They're feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys that just gave up that play.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he gets it down to the 32. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Atlanta regains possession of the football.
That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they...
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points.
Taken in at the 3. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. "62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. 2nd and 2. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And he comes back with 1 complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And his kick is indeed good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
They were just trying to give their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
Back to throw now in his own end zone.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 12, and he'll be down at the 6-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
And the Falcons are going to get the football. Here's the ball will come out to the 20.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
59 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Right back to him on first down. Fancy footwork in midfield. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Alvarado. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. They'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He finds his man, complete. It's Alvarado. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Holding offense.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Alvarado. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Second and 13. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Alvarado. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Minnesota's offense takes over possession, and they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? A first throw for the backup, Ryan. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Now Ryan. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble.
A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. On second down, it's McDonald fighting his way through contact. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Alvarado. 7 yards, the pickup there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 3. That's caught by Howard.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Throwing on 2nd and 3, Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
from the gun. He'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force the 3rd down.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it.
And the Vikings are right back in this football.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air. We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st down, Faulkner.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now it's Ryan. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Expect more passes like that downfield. And he comes back with one complete.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Ryan. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. So the challenge there does not go there.
Touchdown, Vikings! From 6 yards away.
And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point safely through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Breaks through the contact. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
99 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. And just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll go for a gain of 7, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
The Vikings head out to take over once again. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, but now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now their defense came through to the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. Goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Ryan to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing now is Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 115 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run this one in. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in,
and I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take it. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled.